Cristiano Ronaldo is often presented as an untouchable global icon, defined by private jets, billion-dollar contracts, and a flawless physique. However, that image was built on a history of extreme poverty, emotional volatility, and a series of routines that often defy standard athletic training. His very name has a Hollywood origin rather than a traditional Portuguese one. Born in 1985, his father named him after the sitting U.S. President, Ronald Reagan. His father was a fan of Reagan's earlier career as a B-movie actor and chose the name because he thought it sounded strong. Growing up on the island of Madeira, his family faced severe financial strain. Money was so tight that a young Ronaldo and his teammates would regularly stand outside a local McDonald's, asking the staff for leftover burgers they were going to throw away. His speed on the pitch earns him the nickname Little B, but his intensity earned him another, Crybaby. If his teammates missed a pass or failed to score, he would frequently throw tantrums and burst into tears in the middle of the match. That volatility came to a head at age 14. After a teacher in Lisbon mocked his Madeiran accent and his family's poverty, and enraged Ronaldo threw a chair directly at her, he was expelled immediately. With his mother's agreement, he ended his formal education that day. Without a school to attend, he focused his entire existence on football, using his anger and his lack of a safety net as the fuel for a lifelong obsession with winning. This chart illustrates a diagnosis he received at age 15, tachycardia. It is a condition causing a dangerously rapid resting heart rate, which for a young athlete often leads to sudden cardiac failure and an immediate end to their career. To fix it, he underwent a high-stakes laser catheter ablation. Surgeons cauterized the problematic pathways in his heart, stabilizing his pulse. He was discharged from the hospital hours later and resumed full training within days. 5 years later, his father passed away from liver failure. He was a war veteran who struggled with severe alcoholism as a result of his experiences in combat. Seeing the impact of alcohol on his father led Ronaldo to a strict teetotal lifestyle. He avoids drink entirely to protect his health and to ensure the cycle of addiction ends with him. That dedication resulted in a standout performance in August 2003. During a preseason friendly against Manchester United, an 18-year-old Ronaldo played with such skill that the opposing players personally asked their manager to sign him before they even left the stadium. Less than a week later, he arrived in England for what was then a record transfer fee for a teenager. His rapid ascent through the ranks of European football was built on the discipline established in those early years, moving him permanently away from the poverty of his childhood. This clock face shows how Ronaldo replaces the standard 8-hour sleep cycle with polyphasic rest. He takes 5 90-minute naps scattered throughout the day, always on fresh sheets, to keep his body in a constant state of recovery and alertness. He also uses an in-home cryotherapy chamber, where he exposes his body to temperatures as low as -200 degrees Celsius. This extreme cold reduces muscle inflammation and speeds up recovery far more effectively than a traditional ice bath. The physiological results are verifiable. When medical staff tested him at age 33, his physical capacity matched that of a 20-year-old. This bar chart compares his metrics approaching 40.
While peers age out, he maintains 7% body fat and 50% muscle mass, metrics exceeding the prime condition of most professional athletes. These recovery protocols allow him to maintain a physical output that remains an outlier among his peers, regardless of his age. This scale visualizes his highest recorded jump during a header, measured at 2.93 meters. This vertical leap is higher than the average jump of an NBA player, allowing him to place his head above the height of a regulation crossbar. To test his instincts, sports scientists once conducted a lab experiment where they crossed a ball toward him and then turned off all the lights, leaving the room in total darkness before the ball reached him. Without being able to see a single thing, Ronaldo correctly predicted the ball's trajectory and scored using his shoulder. His iconic "See You" celebration was actually an accident. During a 2013 preseason match against Chelsea, he scored and performed the jump and spin instinctively. The roar was the Spanish word for yes, and the crowd's reaction made it a permanent part of his brand. This 90-cell grid tracks a rare statistical achievement. Ronaldo has scored a goal in every single minute of a 90-minute match. Every block on this clock, from the first minute to the 90th, represents at least one goal scored. His focus extends to communication as well.
He has used his work ethic to become fluent in Portuguese, English, Spanish, and Italian, allowing him to lead in different leagues and connect with a global fan base. By combining physical conditioning, sensory instinct, and language skills, he has achieved a level of consistency that is statistically anomalous in professional sports. While many modern athletes use their bodies as canvases for tattoos, Ronaldo's skin remains completely bare. He refuses to get tattoos so he can bypass the mandatory waiting periods required after getting inked, allowing him to donate blood and bone marrow as frequently as possible. In 2017, he applied this same practical approach to his accolades by auctioning off a replica of his 2013 Ballon d'Or trophy. The auction raised €600,000, all of which he donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation to support children with terminal illnesses. His charitable work is often personal. When a family asked for his boots to auction for their son's brain surgery, Ronaldo instead paid the entire $83,000 medical bill himself. Behind the public image, he uses his physical health, his wealth, and his awards as practical tools for direct intervention in the lives of his fans. This protection extends to his public events. In Japan, when a crowd laughed at a young boy struggling to speak Portuguese, Ronaldo stopped the event. He told the audience they should not be laughing, pointing out that the child was making a genuine effort to communicate in a difficult language. His global impact has even reached the field of astronomy. In 2015, researchers discovered an exceptionally bright, ancient galaxy from the early universe. They officially named the galaxy Cosmos Redshift 7, or CR7, ensuring his name is attached to a celestial body 13 billion light-years away. The trajectory from an impoverished child in Madeira to a global figure is marked by these personal choices, resulting in a legacy that now shares a name with a distant star system. To see more deep dives into the lives of world-class athletes, like this video and subscribe to the channel.